We made it back to Terratio. Aisha's probably in the front of the theater.
Yes?
I did not expect that. I guess it makes sense that he could be light, but it's just I kept thinking, who could they make all light? Because they even name any of the characters here, so like they're not gonna silly and say, oh yeah, you're the blah blah. Nope. It's him. It's freaking him who's the all light. Interesting.
You've returned. I assume that means you've dealt with the Benevodon of Light?
Oh, enough about that. The sky has cleared, and so have our heads.
We remember the entire script for Delafos and Cerulia. Now I'm sure that I can nail the part.
Out of courtesy, I refrained from asking anything about the final act until the Alms returned. Might I inquire now?
Of course. Here it goes.
Now we learn what the final act.
Delafos and Cerulia. Final act. The hero comes to the end of his long journey.
Oh no.
With the power of the Mana Sword, Delafos managed to subdue all 8 of the Benevodons, earning him the title of legendary hero by all those he had saved.
Knowing that such awesome power should not be left in the hands of mortals, Delafos returned the sword to the goddess.
With the war ended and the Benevodon threat quelled, Delafos found he had no more need to fight. His duty was complete.
He returned home to his beloved Cerulia to live out the rest of his days in peace and tranquility. The end.
That's not how it ended.
There. Now that that's settled, the show must go on. We have to find our Alm of Light, after all.
You'll see, Fairy. We'll put on a performance that knocks your wings off.
Wait, I, was actually named the Alm already. Sorry I didn't mention it.
What? Yep. Everyone, meet your new Alm of Light. Val.
It was back in Wendell after we beat the Benevodon.
A plot twist.
No one saw this coming.
Hey-o! It's true. I made up my mind and Fairy already delivered the news.
Lumina?
But then, what about our show? If we don't need to perform in order to decide on the Alm, what will we tell our patrons? They're expecting a big reveal. It's all there in the playbill. How anticlimactic.
Oh, I get it now. The townsfolk look forward to this play every 4 years, like Windine and Longren. The performers take pride in summoning the fairy.
Oh, well, you know, things just kind of worked out differently this time. Delafos, not this guy, but the real one, forced my hand.
Troop leader, I have an idea that would make this the biggest show of our lives. A special performance.
Special how?
We add a 5th act featuring the Alm of Light. Then we have a scene where Val leaves for the Mana Tree. It'll connect the story of the past to current events.
You want me to act?
Not a speaking role, just a guest appearance. Maybe a sword around, you know, stay up your alminess.
Do you want a part, Lumina? It is a once-in-a-4-year chance to give the people what they want.
My time has come. I've always wanted to be a star.
This is so weird.
For the stage, baby.
It's a deal. The rest of the Alms can sit in the reserved seating to watch the show.
Oh, wait a minute. I never agreed to any of this.
Thank you for your patience. Without further ado, Terratio presents Delafos and Cerulia.
Are we actually gonna watch the whole thing?
'Cause I don't want to be a star. 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 'Cause I don't want to be a
No, there's kind of skip through it. Yeah. So their ending is wrong, though. They don't know the real ending. Oh, the real fairy's showing up. Interesting.
Val, this was our best year yet. I'm honored that we could see you off on your journey to the Mana Tree in our own way.
And I think I speak for all of Lorimar when I say, we're counting on you. Stay safe.
Okay. Are we in the Mana Tree next then? Maybe we are. We defeated 3 Benevolons so far, but...
Oh, such a thrilling theatrical. I have never been more moved by a melodrama.
Fairy attends this performance for every pilgrimage, huh? She really steals the show.
Now then, all the alms are accounted for. Shall we be off to the Tree of Mana? As for myself, I have said my goodbyes to my colleagues in Lagrazzo. I am prepared to fulfill my duty.
About that, before we sacrifice anything, we have to ask for an audience with the Mana Goddess. She's gotta know some way to stop Delafos.
Ah, yes. You cannot leave Delafos unchecked. May I ask what makes you think the goddess can assist?
Delafos seeks revenge, and his target is the Mana Goddess. She's in grave danger.
Plus, he's looking pretty bizarre these days now that his power is returning.
There you have it. First and foremost, we have to talk to the goddess.
If that is the consensus of the group, I have no objection. Though I find your lack of enthusiasm curious.
Enthusiasm?
Why am I not surprised? You do realize that no person has been simultaneously chosen as both the Soul Guard and Alm of Light in all recorded history, do you not? And yet, you continue on as though you're unfazed by this unprecedented phenomenon. Val, may I request an interview so that I can record our thoughts for posterity?
Maybe later, yeah? I know that being named an Alm is rare under any circumstances, but... I'm still just me. I don't feel any different. All that's changed is the goal at the end of my journey. What I know in my heart needs to be done. With Delafos still out there, this pilgrimage will be the hardest that any Alm has had to deal with, probably ever. But I'm still here, and I'm still your Soul Guard. And I won't let anything happen to any of you.
Of course.
Understood.
Protector to the last, I see. Your resolve is evident in both word and action. Admirable.
I'm rooting for you all! Go get 'em!
I wonder if Aegis could become a permanent...
The sanctuary to meet with the Goddess of Mana at last.
I wonder if Aegis could be a permanent replacement for... I don't want to go back in there right now.
Lumina is a pretty lively elemental, huh? He's always been like that. Very fun at parties.
Oh, let me try some. Hey, oh. How was that?
Terrible! You call that acting? Try again. You. what would you want if you were in a play, Palomina?
I would want to audition for a part completely opposite to my actual personality.
Say no more. How about a villain? Like an evil witch or a greedy tyrant?
Let's plan our next move.
Chapter 6, huh? Interesting.
I must chronicle every detail of our Soul Guard Kum Alms' journey. Every word he said, every path he's trod. Oh, and I mustn't forget the events at Terratio.
Aish is keeping himself very busy with his records.
Yeah, well, it keeps him happy. I'm just glad he joined the convoy.
I guess we're gonna fight Delos right away then. They didn't even introduce any named characters at all in the
Where to next?
Huh?
Where's Asia? Aish is not a guest star, if I remember. Ugh.
There is much about the world that I do not yet know. We can be at ease here.
I wish we'd been able to thank Trent for his help earlier.
He probably saved our bark back there. Goodbye, convoy. Hello, Calamity.
I was so desperate to get Hina's core stone. I almost lost myself. We owe him.
Who knows? We might get another chance to show our appreciation to Trent.
Alms, I see you have returned.
Phew! You had me worried, Trent. Thanks for the help with Delaphos earlier.
Your thanks is unnecessary. As the overseer of the sanctuary, I could not sit idly by and allow harm to come to the Alms in the midst of their pilgrimage.
Trent? As in the Sentry of the Sanctuary? Watcher of the Alms' Passage? He is much larger than recorded in the texts I've read on the subject. Could I perhaps...
Not now, Aish. Focus.
As for you, Soul Guard Val, here is where the escort's journey ends. I have bidden farewell to many a soul guard in my time here as the Overseer. However, you have been appointed as an Alm in your own right. You may proceed onward to the Mana Tree with the rest of the Alms.
Thank you. I am honored to fulfill my duty as the Alm of Light. But before that, I want to talk to the Mana Goddess.
Curious. I would inquire as to what you have seen and heard on your travels that would prompt such a request. Please enlighten me.
We know that Delafos is planning to take his revenge on the Mana Goddess, but we don't know why.
He's going around reviving benevolence to stir up trouble. Sure, we defeated 3 of them already, but that's not the point.
The point is that Delafos is regaining strength, and now he looks really weird and really menacing. We can't let him keep going like this.
Before long, he will arrive to assault the sanctuary. We seek a way to stop his progress, but we need the goddess's guidance.
You plan to stop Delafos yourselves? Yet again, you surprise me.
We feel partially responsible for his resurrection and sudden rise to power. Plus, he still has Hina's core stone. I have to fix this before I can give my soul to the cause. Please understand.
Your plight is noted. It is not my wish to place any undue burdens on the Alms, nor on the goddess of mana herself. But I believe I am coming to understand what the elemental spirits saw in you when making their choices. There is change brewing in Kidiel. Steel yourselves, Alms. You may enter the sanctuary with my blessing. Prepare your minds and hearts for when your souls will be necessary, and for what purpose you have been called.
Ominous words, my friend. We'll stop by after we hash things out with the Mana Goddess. How about you wish us luck on our way?
Very well. Until we meet again, Alms, take care and keep a weather eye out on the road ahead.
Thanks. We'll try. Now it's off to see the Mana Goddess.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, H is still not here. So he is not getting his own dialogue. Alright, he is here, never mind. He's just not in the men. He's not listening. He's not shown as a yellow dot like he was. Interesting. He was a guest character, but he's not being treated as one like this. So I'm curious what their plan is.
The Sanctuary of Mana.
Karina, wait!
Oh.
That's gotta be the Tree of Mana.
Wow.
It's beautiful. Almost familiar in a way.
Familiar. Yes. It makes sense that you feel that way.
The fairy.
Dropping those eaves as always, I see. Life begins with the Mana Tree. And when your time in this realm is over, your soul returns here to continue the cycle of rebirth.
Oh, then the Mana Tree oversees not just the Alms, but all creatures. It's where all souls end up.
When the world was still Fadiel, the Mana Tree was in the spirit realm, right?
Yes. If Kidiel had not been created, you would never have had the opportunity to see the Mana Tree.
Incredible. If only I could tell everyone back home what a stunning sight this all is.
We've wasted enough time looking. It's time to get some answers.
How might one find the goddess in order to seek an audience?
Follow the path and it will lead you to her. Be sure to stay on the path, though.
Or stay on the path? What's that supposed to mean?
But that's...
Monsters? Here?
We never had monster infestations before. There goes the neighborhood.
The barrier around the Mana Sanctuary is meant to be impenetrable. However, I happen to have several hypotheses over the origins of these sanctuary monsters.
Let's just go.
Some species might have been trapped inside of the barrier at the time of its fabrication. Or perhaps specific species are able to puncture...
Oh my, Master Aish is muttering to himself yet again.
Let him talk. Maybe he'll bore the monsters.
1, 2,
to
3,
death.
4, 5, 6.
We should get going, but be careful, everyone.
So we have 6 alms, and then we don't have Hina.
I didn't account for monsters once we were in the sanctuary. What could be the cause?
Leave the hypotheses to Aish, Morley. We got bigger fish to fry.
Finally, a lucky break. Now that I'm an Alm, I can protect you all the whole way.
King Rabbi!
Everyone, proceed with prudence.
I've never had so much lucre before.
I will take this.
If there were trapped species inside of the barrier, we must take into account the change in habitat. Could evolution have played a part in creating this many subspecies? Or perhaps...
Should we permit him to ponder uninterrupted? Words will not reach him at this stage, I believe.
It figures. Aish, stop falling behind if you don't want to find your own way.
You got that? That's a justification for why H isn't in our guest at our party.
May the items I have found something of fantastic value. Secured. Hear us. I feel the spirit's favor.
It would have been nice to have Hina here to see this.
Yeah. She would have loved this view.
Then I'll be sure to soak up as much of the atmosphere as I can, for her sake.
That's the idea, Karina. I'll do the same.
Secured. I have gathered some grizzly sir. We ask for your assistance. Shade sight.
Oh, wait. I can see it. It's calling to me.
Might we exchange these elsewhere? Assist us. I feel the spirit's favor.
What went through the minds of the Alms of old as they walked this path?
Our thoughts often turn to those we left behind in times such as these.
Bittersweet to reminisce, but my heart still feels warm. I'll bet you the alms of the past will give us a warm welcome.
Manifest! I feel the spirit's favor. take this.
Guide us! We can be at ease here. Might we exchange these elsewhere?
So all souls return to the mana tree eventually. In that case, I wonder if Orin and Liza are back yet. Hey everyone. We made it.
Val, I am sure your voice has reached them. I have gathered some grizzly syrup.
Assist us! I feel the spirit's favor.
Could this be?
Might we exchange these elsewhere?
What wondrous wares! I have found something of fantastic value.
Queen.
My gratitude.
Move 'em, Fats.
Thinking the fight with us was foolish.
Let us ponder our next plan.
We're still a long ways off the tree.